What is up, YouTube? This is HGM Law coming to you on a Thursday afternoon. I want to say it's quarter to 5 o'clock. Doing a little preview auction video and an unboxing. Unfortunately, not from CGC because they take forever. I have two sets of books out, totaling about 35 to 40 books that are currently out being graded. I expect them back in the next 6 months. I mean, every time you look on CGC's site for submission tracking, it's insane, up to 80 something days. So what I'm doing is I got some packages in today, and I figured I would open them up. Some have stuff that's gonna go for auction. Some is gonna be for my own PC. Um, and give a few comments. I think it has been a year since I got back into the hobby, um, but I've kind of defined where I really want to go with it. Um, as some of you may have seen me on some auctions. Oh, let me do this now while I have it in my brain. Last night I was on an auction and I kind of got um, took took personally a couple of comments about um, child molestation, and I'm a criminal defense attorney, and so I kind of got a little into that when I guess should have stayed just comics. So to those people who subscribed and heard that and saw that, I do apologize for that. You know, we all come from different backgrounds, different things that we do, and we have different opinions. And I think one of the things this community has tried to do is keep it strictly comics, keep the politics and beliefs out of it. And it's just sometimes you got to realize some people don't think the way you do. So, not that it's good or bad, it's just the way things are. So, I, did not keep it strictly comics. Got put back on track, and so there we are. So again, to those who I offended or it got serious really quick, I do apologize about that. I will try not to have that happen again. So you get that, best I can do for now. So back on comics. I think one of the things that I've decided to do is, as you see, if you follow me on auctions at all or see my auctions, you see I don't do a lot of current stuff. Because most of all the current stuff is all speculation. All the variants, all the lines, all the covers, all those things that people are selling and buying are short-term speculations, and you just don't know how long something's going to be hot. Star Wars was hot for quite some time, and what disturbed me was that so many vendors were just selling. If they had Star Wars on the title, they threw it up. It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. There were a couple spenders that just bought everything, and I cautioned. I said, not everything that has that title is going to be worth it or worthwhile specking on, but they did. So now that's starting to cool off a little bit. Something's killing the children's the hot, I guess, independent now until another one comes up. And I've seen 2, 3, 4 independents pop up and everything. And the biggest thing is when it's got option for a show, in development for a show or movie, or some kind of video game or treatment of bringing that character to the masses. And so speculation just goes, and so then vendors try to capitalize on people's FOMO to get them to buy, and it's just not something I subscribe to doing. Um, case in point, Monica Rambo. You know, everything's talking about Monica Rambo. Monica Rambo's coming to the MCU. She is, you know, and you know, she in ASM Annual 16, she became the Captain Marvel. So I'm thinking, okay, she's coming as Captain Marvel, or some version of it. No, just gonna have the character, give her another name, you know, have her, you know, she just appears now in WandaVision. And I'm just, for me, it's like, okay, that's not a reason to go buy the first appearance of the character, but some do. So, you know, that's something I just look and go. I'm not trying to go into that, because so many times you buy a bunch of stuff up, and then the next thing you know, the market cools on it, and then you're left holding a bunch of crap. So throwing it on eBay and trying to put it up for that. So yeah. So anyway, I got some books in, and so my conscious decision is for my collection is to upgrade my collection by purchasing good key books that I want to grade and then keep. So if I can do that, then that is how I want my collection to evolve. And then, of course, because I do auctions, I want stuff that I, you know, can kind of sell at auctions. So usually Bronze, Silver Age, or Copper Age that are decent books that, you know, are historically hang around that I'm looking for. So this I got from X Collect. I can't remember I cannot remember what book this is at all. Usually from him, I'll get either, you know, I've gotten Star Wars related stuff. He's the only one that ever got me a chance to get a Star Wars 42, which I regret selling that, but you know, we all have those days. So this one, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is the Silk. I want to say it's Silk #1, but the Virgin variant, Virgin cover, that I got from him. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with this. I may keep it. I may decide not to. I don't know. A lot depends. Just a lot depends. If there's interest in it from the folks at the auction, then maybe I'll just go ahead and let someone else get it. It won't be high on my list of things to get graded. It's a nice cover, and with her coming into the universe and stuff, it's a good book to have, I think, and just to hold long term. You know, I think Virgin covers good art can really, you know, do well in this market. So we have this Silk that I got from X Collect. So glad for that. You know, again, like I say, you know, I get books, I forget what I got, what I bought, and you just kind of hang on to it. All right, this is from Cat 60. I get quite a few books from him. He has a good collection. Usually, you know, he sells on the Meta channel and a couple other, mostly Meta, but he will also be on Gorilla Todd. Nice guy. He's only 1 year younger than me, so always love when the OGs are in the hobby. And he's was a professional musician. Now he's a computer guy. So he usually has some decent books hanging around. So he's one of the guys I pay attention to see what he has. him, J1A Bob. I'll look at AMKM. Those guys usually have books that I'm interested in. And that's how I look at it. So we have, excuse me for being a little slow, but doing my best. Alright, so this is Star Wars lot. I've got Star Wars 18. Star Wars 13. Star Wars 14. 15. 17 and 16. This is one of those lots of, this is one of those things I'll just like, if someone asks for it, I'll put it up once I look it up and see what it's about. I can't remember why I bought this, but like I said, it's just one of those things. So the Star Wars lot, you know, of course, in good condition, and we will see. I'll look it up today and see if what's that's about, and we'll go from there. This one is from someone I don't recognize, but you know, some lot came up and I liked it, and obviously I bought it. So this is what this is. Okay. So we got Doom Patrol number 8. What is this? Unstoppable Molecules? Fantastic Four Unstoppable Molecules. Okay. No idea what that's about. And the rest of this, I think obviously the stuff that I meant to buy is here. Oh, there we go. Okay. First appearance of Stargirl. I did not realize I bought this one. But this, of course, because of the Stargirl series. So this first appearance of Stargirl, that's actually pretty decent. And I've got a Spider-Woman number 1. Now this I'll put up on auction because I already have a 9/8 of this, and I don't plan on redoing this one again. This looks like it's going to be a, I guess, a 9/0 copy. It's got a little smudge at the bottom, and but it's a newsie. So, but like I say, back then, I think mostly all of these are newsies. Yeah, 35 cents. They're all mostly newsies anyway, so it's not a big deal. But that's it. So yeah, I got this for first appearance of Stargirl. So okay, that that's one you. Okay, now I understand why I bought it. Because other than that, I'm thinking I couldn't begin to tell you why I bought that. Why that lot. But so I'll put the Stargirl will go over in the to be graded pile, and the others will go to the, or it could be auction pile, should need be. All right, last one I've got is from Jeff Silversmith, and this one I clearly got because this is one of the books to improve the collection. And I think that's one of my main goals now is to just simply improve my collection. And that way, it becomes a better collection when all said and done. And the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul is a book for that. It's a really good grade. Shout out to Jeff Silversmith for making it available, because he has a copy better than what this one is, and to make it available, I appreciate that, because it's one of the things that I want to do is not hoard a bunch of copies of something, but if I got a better one, then I'll make one available for the rest of the public to have. And this is one of those books where you get it no matter what grade it is. It's a good grade. Get it slabbed and hold on to it. And this goes in the personal collection. Really don't plan on getting rid of this one at all, but a very, very good copy, so I greatly appreciate him for that. Just a couple other things I'm going to point out while I have them. While I have the time before we end this one. It's not going to be a long video. Is again, shout out to Jeff Silversmith for making that available. Greatly appreciate him for that. I also want to give a shout out to AMKM, because they did me well. I got this Batman from them, because this is the introduction of first appearance of Black Mask. It's a beautiful book. It's one of those classic books that I've always seen. It's in really, really nice shape. So that's in the pile to go on its way to get graded. And then I somehow got this from them. It's a Star Wars 1 in 100 sketch variant, issue 24. Really, really good copy. So those two are going to go up for grading, but I appreciate AMKM for that. I've done a lot of business with them before. They're really good, upstanding folks, and I can get some really decent deals. So with that, sorry about that. With that, I think that's going to be it for today. I'm on, like I say, on tonight's Strictly Comics auction, starting at 7:30 with Edwin, and a nice panel. We always have a good panel, so a good time. So please check us out there, and I'll also be on Strictly Affordable Auction on Sunday, also with Edwin and Strictly Comics channel as well. So you'll find some good affordable deals. Usually I'll do some Spider-Man, I have X-Men. If there's something that you see here, please indicate it, and comment in the chat. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. Really appreciate it. I have one question. There a lot of us out there watching WandaVision, and so I've watched the episodes, and the one thing I have to ask is Kat Dennings' character. I can't remember the name. I want to say Marcy, but I'm not sure. Her character is now an expert in, nuclear radiology or something like that. I mean, some massive thing that Natalie Portman's character was. And so I'm sitting there going, what does she know about astrophysics? I mean, because in the Thor movie, the first Thor movie, Mr. Skarsgård, the actor Skarsgård, who's the Swedish professor, asks her a question, and she answers, "I know nothing about the subject of astrophysics." And so he goes, "Well, how did you get the job as the intern?" And Natalie Portman says, well, she's the only one that applied. And that's how she got the job. So, but now for her to be the expert, and I'm not saying I'm nitpicking, but it kind of just stuck in my brain as to it. Not to give spoilers away, but I think WandaVision basically, at some point in time, back, I want to say in the early 90s, there was a poll, and they were asked who's the most powerful hero in the Marvel Universe. And it ended up Marvel picked Wanda. Scarlet Witch was the most powerful person in the Marvel universe. And I want to say followed by Magneto. And so, with that caveat, WandaVision, with my thinking is, she creates this world that she's now living in, because Vision died. She found it unacceptable, and she created this world to bring him back and to live happily ever after. And what's happened is the world outside is now trying to investigate and see what's going on with it. So it's either that or the world's created for her, because they can't have her go crazy and go insane and destroy stuff, because she is so powerful. So we'll see how it plays out through the year and seasons to come. But I think that's my bet is that it's her world that she constructed and put together so she can live her stuff out. And it's kind of played out in episode 4, where Monica Rambo had said, that her husband was killed by Ultron, and then all of a sudden, she's like, you need to leave. You're not here. Boom, and out she goes. So that's what makes me think that this is all Wanda's doing, Wanda's creation. So we'll see how it plays out. So again, subscribe if you not subscribed. Hit the like button. We'll see you Thursday and tonight at 7:30, and Sunday at 7:30 on Strictly Comics YouTube channel for Affordable Auction. All right, have a good one.